Good morning. Welcome back to another live trading session here. My name is Franco and this is Trading Futures Live. Before we start, please, I need to remind you that trading is inherently risky and you can lose all your capital. So please don't take my trades. Take your own risk, okay? So with that being said, let's move on. All right, let me see. Let me organize this screen so I'm gonna move a little bit this camera. There we go. Okay, nice. And open up here a little bit so we have better lighting. Nice. All right, so markets are breaking to the upside. Markets are breaking to the upside. Upside. Good morning, all. Welcome. NQ is up 2.3%. Let me get rid of this overnight high. We need to move it after market opens. Is one more minute for that. Let me put the 30-minute here to my left so I'm paying attention to this. Remember, I am neutral bullish for now. We start to hit some areas. We're starting to hit some areas. We're back close to 11,000. Okay, so even though I am neutral bullish because the dollar and yields are dropping, I recognize that the dollar is going to find some demand at any time. Okay, and the longer time frame, the larger time frame on the dollar is up. "25 seconds. Again, we will do whatever we know. We will wait for the internals to give us the setup, and then we will execute, okay? With patience and without stress. That's one thing that is very important. Trading without stress is very important because you don't have your decision making impaired, right? All right. We finally are off. All right. So where's the overnight high? This is the overnight high. There you go. So let me put it on here. There we go. Let's go see the internals. And I'm gonna put my I want to put my 500 right here. And let me bring this chart a little bit up so you guys can see here. There we go. So I'm trading. I bought the Replicanto for myself, so I'm trading 4 accounts today. 4 accounts. Actually, here on the and all of them are the exact. That's actually I need to check. Give me 1 second. So I checked that up, so I'm fine. All right, so we're hitting this supply that I had on Friday. Is actually fresh, never came back to this level. Is it going to work? Well, the dollar is not in the demand yet, right? The dollar is just in the is close to the to Friday's pivot. Okay, do I think it's going to work? Absolutely not. Um, if I have some retracement to the upside and a retest here on the highs, then I would think the dollar is gonna turn around. But for now, it's just sideways since 8:45 in that range. I'm talking about the dollar. Okay, the market is actually going up with the dollar sitting in this demand. So what this tells me is that we probably will have some continuation to the downside on the dollar. Okay. I did, and I replied, soccer. I replied. Didn't you get my reply? I replied to you last night. All right. So internals um opened up pretty bullish. And that's what we were expecting, right? Internals opening at a very bullish number. Right now, tick chart is giving up and close to, well, is a plus 500. It's still far from the zero line. Okay. Until this gets to the zero line, there's nothing I can do here. Like the breakout looks, um, the breakout from the overnight still playing, but it's just 25 points up. No problem, soccer. It looks like the plus 500 might be our zero line today on the tick chart. Now, this type of move to the upside, I see them like, if I'm not in the breakout to the upside, which I'm not, and we have a retracement, the retracement can be very, very sharp because we didn't have some sort of sideways movement here to sustain the upside, meaning buyers being created on the upside, but simply um, either short covering or some sort of squeeze to the upside. All right, dollar breaking a. The dollar is at the lower part of the sideways movement. I think 10,800 on the NQ is an area that we need to hold either today and tomorrow if we are looking for some upside on these markets. Like 10,800, I think, is a level that is very important for the long term direction of this market right now. It looks like we're having one divergence here on the tick chart. We need some follow through to the downside on the tick chart for me to call the divergence. So we have 33. 33 is right here. This is the peak. Sorry, this is the peak on the tick chart. And right now we had a higher high here and a lower high on the tick chart. Okay. Now we haven't we haven't even tested the zero line. So the first test on the zero line for me is going to be very bullish. In a sense that when this thing comes down, if it comes back down, I think eventually today the tick chart will touch the zero line. That'll be a good point to enter a long, at least for a tradable reaction. Yes, 10,800 is very important. And market is being very volatile. We're up 3% out of the UK news. Now, what I can tell is that that was a thing that I was expecting to take to like backtrack all those decisions, like crazy decisions, inflationary decisions, right? Another divergence here, another one. Which one is it, MS? And what level? Yeah, dollar is collapsing. Finally back to the 112 demand. Finally back to the 112 demand. 112.35. Candle at 6 is 9:39 local time, right? 9:39 right here. All right. Let's take it. Let's put a circle right here so I don't forget about this one. So this might be a good level. Actually, I do see. Actually, I do have this one. Finally, tick chart is coming to the zero line. So what if I want to take this one? What if I want to take this one to the long side right here? Oh, so finally the tick chart came to the zero line up to 27. Yeah, it'll be a nice 5 to 1. Can give some breathing room to this trade. 3 to 1, like this. 66. I'll probably give like 62. Yeah, do you see that? I came to the zero line for the first time and it immediately rejected to the upside. That's quite expected though. Let's see if we have some more upside from here. That's the normal rejection from the zero line at the first time. This level is important too. This 83 3/4. Now let's don't forget that we have some divergence on the tick chart. Okay, this thing was going up while the tick chart is not making new highs. Now it is it easy for the tick chart to make a new high? Absolutely not, because we were at plus 1200 plus 1200. That's why the momentum, um I don't like the momentum, the momentum when I'm trying a continuation pattern, meaning I don't like relying into this type of movement to the upside, because it was a momentum move. Okay. All right. So tick chart is making new lows. It's gonna be hard for me to make this trade right here. It's too high. So what I want to see is, if this thing comes to the area, right? If this thing comes to the area and the tick chart created a new low, rejected it, and every time it comes closer to the area, I want the tick chart not to give me a new low. And now we'll take a tradable reaction right here, but I'm not gonna be very aggressive. I'm gonna go for a 3 to 1 max. So we're back inside. I think that might have been the entry though. Ideally, I would have wanted the tick chart like coming close to the lows right here. Yeah, but the trend is up, like the momentum is right there, but the location is not very good. Now we do have this drop base drop putting some selling pressure right there. So we might have a continuation to the downside here, but it's holding. Damn, it's holding pretty nicely. It would have been a break even though. Would have been a break even trade for me. So market is very volatile, very volatile. It came from 75 to 97 in probably 30 seconds. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks like we will have some continuation to the upside here. Tick chart is not breaking to the downside. So it's a sustain um, zero line right there. Let's see if we can have a break to the downside. Give us some exhaustion. Probably the next minute. The 7 minute looks pretty bullish though. 7 minutes looks very, very bullish. It's not easy for me to take these trades. If you guys know my trading behavior, it's very hard for me to take this pullback, not pullback continuation, this tradable reaction so high on the curve. Like after we move 2% to the upside, I know we could continue moving, right? But every time we go farther, the probability goes lower. Yeah, sometimes we need to change and adapt, right? Because the markets right now are just giving us very little of a retracement. Look at that. It was '07 to set basically 30 points when it's moving up 360 points. So there you go. There goes the target. It's close to the target. Another point is that the dollar was not in any supply. The dollar was fucking freaking dropping. Hmm. So what is this 27? I want to go check what is this 27. Hmm. Let's see if we are having a trend change. We certainly have the divergence here. We certainly have the divergence. The only thing is the 7 minute is so bullish. So bullish. I'm gonna lower my risk here. I'm gonna put instead of 250, 200, less than 1%. And I wanna try this, right? I do have the divergence confirmation as well. Um, wow, volatility is crazy, guys. Volatility is crazy. The more time we spend here around this area, the less that I'm interested into in the long. Okay. Um, the more time we spend close to this area, the less interested I am in the long. Right click and reload historical data. Right click and reload historical data. Control Shift R. It's gonna take few minutes or few seconds to reload. Okay. I have no idea though. Do you have a range chart? Because if it's a range chart, you will have gaps. Zero line is pretty strong. Zero line is being very strong on the tick chart. So every time we go through it, price NQ bounces. That's weird. I have no idea. Try to shut it down and bring it back up. Is it rhythmic? What's your data provider, Socratic? Yeah, that's weird. Let me see my other charts. No, forget it. I have like a 30 minute. I see no gaps. That's weird. Uh, all right. So the short right now it does not look bad. Um, so let me get rid of this. Actually, if I have something above this, right? I do have I do have this one too. So this one's already tested. Hmm. Yeah, my preferred area is this 11. 11,105. Picture is back to the highs here, 600. See, we can have the push. I'm gonna just okay. I'm just gonna test this. All right, cool. Who knows? Yeah, uh, Ninja sometimes is very good platform, but on these moments where the prices are very volatile, sometimes it can behave a bit weird, especially when there's some jumps on prices like we're having right now. So we have the 4 hour candle opening. Let's see what the 4 hour is showing. Super bullish, extremely bullish. But I think we could have some sort of retracement here. I need to find an entry to the short side. I do have this high. Let's see if we can manage to get there. Even broke to the upside a little bit. Yeah, I do have 27 to 49, and then I have 64 to 200. Tick chart does not look strong. I mean, it's holding the zero line pretty nicely, I can tell, but it's not making, hasn't made a new high in a long time. Like since, well, actually hasn't made any new high since the open. I'm talking about the tick chart. I'm just waiting for the setup. Like there's nothing I can invent right here. Just waiting. I think it's more convenient for me to wait. Now it's creating this area right here. It's creating this area right here. It's pretty good geometry is what I call this a rally, and then all these wicks just holding right here. It's pretty strong. But we need to go through this too. So the 7 minute, if the next 7 minute give us the push, it'll be better than this one, okay? I don't want to get filled in this one. Ideally, if we close here and then we go up in the next 20 seconds, that'll be ideal for me. Tick chart looks beautiful though. I don't want to be overconfident in the short. I want the short to give me the setup. I don't want to short happily here because the market is going up 3%. Okay. Yeah, this thing is gonna continue. It looks like. So it's 1.5 minutes for the 3 minute, and the 3 minute does not look pretty for my short. I know, I know my trade is not conventional. The market is going up, right? And I'm trying to short. I'm not trying to short because I want to short. I have a huge divergence on the tick chart, right? And like I said, I'm not gonna trade this short very happily. I'm gonna wait for the right setup to give me the short. If we see the 4 hour, I think we have some potential to the downside. Not much to the upside. We have some areas right there. We have the 27, the 150, 160. Those are good areas. Actually, here You see here this pattern, the rally and all these wicks right here. It's a pretty strong buy signal. Okay, and there you go. Here we came back and rejected to the upside. Now we're struggling to go through. Now a good thing is that if we break to the downside here, all these buyers are gonna be on the water. So I want to pay attention to this area when if we break through to the downside. There you go. So one thing that could happen in the tick chart is finally going through the zero line, and we managed to close below the zero line. Okay, let's see what we're gonna have here because buyers are fighting this level. Okay, buyers are fighting here. Yeah, there you go. So this level did not become the sell area. Still buyers are defending and trying to defend this level. Now if I short, I wouldn't pay attention too much to this level, given the fact that it was once and twice here, right? Is this the right short? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna wait for it. If I have an exhaustion candle on the tick chart, will be ideal, like a very large candle to the upside. Yeah, let's wait for it. Like we need to wait, right? Because at the level that I like is one between 105 and 117, but we haven't gotten there. I was thinking if we break through this level, like let's say these two red lines, this is gonna be a nice short if we break to the downside because all this accumulation that is happening between the 77 and 70 is gonna put some pressure to the downside. Now the 7 minute is not beautiful, I'll tell you, nor the 3 minute to the downside. It's very, very ugly. All right, so we have a new 7 minute. We need it to go up, right? Give us some exhaustion right there. It's not. It's gonna retrace back down. Even if it breaks a little bit to the upside, it's not gonna be bad. I need the tick chart exhausted. Need the tick chart exhausted and is not. Now the dollar is coming down. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, all right, we broke to the upside. We barely broke to the upside on the tick chart. So I have the order there. Let's see if we can get filled in. All right, tick chart is finally exhausted. Yeah, and we're jumping to the next area. So we're going to cancel this order and see what we have here. We have a new 15-minute. I haven't taken any trade though. We have a new 15-minute and 7-minute is super bullish. 4-hour rejection. That's the level that made the market drop the Friday. Yeah. So that is actually 159 around there. 161. Hmm. 27.49. That's such a big level. How much would it have been for me? Just 4 contracts. Buena suerte. What does that mean? Yeah. So the area was here, the 27. I did have it, but I was not ready for it. The exhaustion candle happened. ADQD is right there. So let me see if I can just find a spot here. See if I can find a spot here. Yeah. I do have this one. There you go. All right, so the 7 minute hasn't broken to a downside yet. And now this thing is putting some pressure to the upside, right? These two pivots right here are putting some pressure to the upside. But the tick chart is still telling me that there is some limited upside. All right. So I have that set up right there. Let's see if we can have it. So 30 seconds for the 7-minute and 30 seconds for the 3-minute. Now, the majority of the time of the tick chart obviously is to the upside, but we have a huge divergence though. This one is actually not bad. This one is actually not bad right here. So I'm starting to see a lot of formations for supply zones, right? And remember, if we break this one to the downside, we can use this one as a flip zone. So we need to break this one first. My order is right here, 11,111. See if these buyers are gonna bail out. Why I do not take this to the upside? First, I do have a huge divergence on the tick chart against me. That's the first thing. And the second is that the dollar is in the demand. I know it's pretty odd that the dollar could continue going down, but the demands on the dollars are very important for me because the higher time frame, daily and 4 hours, is all up. So we are in the inside the level that turned around the dollar on Friday. All right, new 15. Let's go see the 15-minute chart. Still looks bullish though. Still looks pretty bullish. My order is right there, coming in 2 minutes. My order is set. I'm not gonna touch it. Everything looks okay. Let's see the 15 minutes. All right, the 15-minute probably is gonna give us the push. I have a stop and target, so coming. I want to see the tick chart hitting some highs like above 500. All right, so that's the level that I was looking for on the tick chart, but the prices did not get there. Let's see in the next one. There you go. All right, so let's do this. Now tick chart is close to the zero line. All right, let's cancel this out and let's take a confirmation. Right? Look how close it came. It came to oh 07. My order was set at 11 with that thing. Oh my god. There we go. I don't know what to say. All right. Oh, we do have some breakdown on the tick chart. So I did have my order here. It came close. I never filled in. I know. There, it's going up, right? Which one is it? BOF, right? Oh no. What was the ticker symbol for Bank of America? BAC. Yeah, BAC. There we go. Yeah, it's gapping up 5%. Now, on that gap up, it has such a supply right there. Oof. 34 is big supply. Very big. So right now, I will definitely take a confirmation. I need the tick chart to be exhausted, but not create a new high. I will be more cautious though. still these buyers are putting a lot of pressure. Let's see that. These buyers again. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. That's if we come back to this level, it's even more probable that we go through it. We might have to wait probably 10 minutes more if we take it. Wow. NQ is plus 3.3%. Might be. Yes, we're looking for a tradable reaction, not a pullback continuation. Like I'm not looking for a trade that is gonna reverse the entire day. Yeah, no, like I said, like every time they sell, buyers show up here. Let's see how that is going to go. Yes. Yeah, the daily chart is gonna completely shift sentiment, but we need to break Friday's high. I would think like 251. What's look and be what's the reason do you use Top Step? What is the reason? You like Top Step better than any other company? I'm curious though. I don't use it, but I think the I think the eval process is too hard. You need to make double. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't have any like even Apex. I do have a freaking link, but I make like $10 every time one person buys, right? So I don't really care by I don't really care any company, right? I can tell you the good things and bad things of any of the companies, but I think top step is not good. That's my personal opinion, right? Like, um, Apex is 90/10. The eval process is a lot easier. It's cheaper. The only downside on Apex is that you cannot pull up money before, and they have caps on every step, right? So that's the downside of Apex. But earn to trade is 80/20. That's the downside of entry trade, but they pay out right away. If the first day you made 5 grand, they will pay you 80% of those 5 grand the first day. So one up is good as well. One up, you can withdraw all your money after 40 days or 45 days. Calendar doesn't, regardless if you trade or you don't, right? You just need to put like 3 trades every 2 weeks or something. Oh, one up is free as well when you're funded. Um, one up is free, completely free. Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, I look. One up. You could withdraw your money, but they penalize you. So if you withdraw your money before, I don't know. I think it's 30 days or 40 calendar days. I'm not sure. Um, they will tax you 50% of the profits. So I would rather just wait for the time to come, right? You need to pass the threshold and wait for the day starts if you want to get I think is 80% or 90%. I have the account with them, but I haven't withdrawn, so it's pretty much new. Um, but if you try to pull up the money before the to you request a payout before the days, they will tax you 50%. Then I think top that you can withdraw every 5 positive trading days. I'm not sure which is best. I want. Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about one up. I'm not you profit. Um, I think I'm gonna try to do an evaluation on you profit. Really? I'm gonna check that because I do have some money there. I'm making $2,000. I know it's not much, but I'm gonna review its conditions for you for um for one up. You profit? Yeah, I'm thinking in passing an eval with you profit. I might buy one. 150K here. Uh, here, Mass Capital. So this is a real account, funded account with Mass Capital. Is 150K. I'm making like $1,600, $1,700. So I'm trading my account and the one up funded with the Mass Capital and one Apex. Sorry, two Apex. One up is good because once you get funded, you don't have to pay them monthly. Um, you profit. I think you paid once, right? And like you pay like $250. I was looking into it during the weekend. You pay $250, and then that's the you get to keep the account for as long as you want, right? Yes, nice. And what's the threshold on you profit? No, Snake. Your profit is for the 100,000. I was looking into the 100,000. Look, Snake. After you get funded, you pay $250, and you don't need to keep paying. Like Apex, you need to pay like $90 every month to maintain the funded account. Oh, gotcha. Yes, yes, Taurus. So that's one positive thing. It's a little high, like $250 after you get funded. But if you get to keep the account 4, 5, 6 months, you will save money compared to Apex or Lilu or any other. Take profit. I don't know that one. All right, guys. So look at this. It came as close as 109.50. My trade was 111. So at this point, I think the market might be topping. So we might have some topping patterns here. The divergence is clear on the tick chart, especially when we open at a 1200 extreme. Like that's very unusual, right? But then when we have this high at 1015, we did have a high here on the tick chart, but it was actually lower than the previous pivot created. If you guys see here, so this is 1015 when the market was hitting 127, 127, and here is when we were at 930 something. And at 930 something, I will tell you when the market was, where the market was. So this is what time is this? 38. There you go. So here it is. Here it is, right? So look at this. Huge divergence. Like extreme divergence. How much is this? 32. And it is 40 points. So those are the divergence that you're looking for, right? For the trend change. Now 27 was a zone that I had there. Right now, if we measure how much was this one giving, right now it's around 2.5. Still not enough though. That's sad that we didn't take that short here. Oh, really? Oh, that's good. So I just need to go to 6 grand, like, and withdraw. Nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, so we're breaking these buyers. Like I said, every time we come here, it gets the zone like weaker and weaker. Now we need to go ahead and see if we have some buyers here that are putting some pressure, and almost guaranteed that we have, because I have a zone right here that we broke to the upside, right? So probably a lot of sellers were here, were like losing money, and then prices are coming back down to this area. my God, look at this. Now at this point, if it doesn't give me a pullback, it's gonna be hard for me to get in. I'm gonna have to lower my risk. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's lower the risk 125 so I can jump into this trend. Let's see if we can have 75 this one. The reason I lower my risk is because the probability is not the same. Every time it gets farther and farther from the original supply, is less likely to continue to the downside, okay? Yes, if you want to assume a long, so you have the overnight high. This is a very nice geometry that you have here. The overnight high. And actually this one. But this is right at the open. So I don't know why I don't have data on this. I don't have data on this type of setup. This one, rally based rally. But created right at the open, I don't think is very strong. Okay? Like I said, I don't have data to support that statement. But I've seen too many areas that I put right at the open and they get blown easily, right? Now, I wouldn't try the long. I wouldn't try the long anywhere. Just because I don't have the tick chart, right? I would need the tick chart to start diverging now. Diverging, creating higher lows while this thing is coming down, okay? So I did have a short. It never got to the area. It came shy from it, like 1 point. And I had a limit order right there. Never came to it. So that tells me that actually this area is very good supply. No, it's an add-on called Katana. It's an add-on called Katana. Yeah. So now that you said Taurus, which one is the best one and why? Do you mind sharing with us? One of the things that I consider an important aspect is the payout conditions, right? That's number one for me because I already have some experience. I know how to pass them, so I'm not interested in getting benefits from for my trading, right? Whereas I know some traders want to benefit of the rules and try to follow the rules the best way they can so they improve their trading. That's not the case for me right now. For me, it's payout conditions. I personally like one of the trader the best because cost is the lowest. You pay a little more upfront, but no fees once funded. Okay, and they will not blow up overheating daily loss limit. They work with you. If you prove them that you are profitable, they will work with you to grow. Nice. One up, right? One up is one of the best ones for me too. I had one like a year ago and I blew it in no time. Now this is my second funded account with one up. But yes, customer service. You don't pay when you don't pay to keep the account, so you can actually take the time. Look, I'm doing this, Taurus. Um, I finally got this replicanto thing. Let me see. I can. Yeah, there's no way to hide this. Oh, there you go. So I got here. I got three additional computers linked to this replicanto. It works like a charm. So I have a computer right next to me with other accounts and virtual servers, linking all the other accounts. So the way you can do to lever yourself is, all right, you don't try to blow your account putting 10 contracts in one funded account, but you can do your regular trading like I'm doing here, right? Risking between $1 and $200, but I have on the background funded accounts. So if I lose, in reality, I will lose $200, but my upside is very high, because if I hit 3 4 to 1, I will make in those 3 4 to 1 in four accounts, 4 or 5 accounts, right? Whereas, all right, if I lose, in reality, I'm just losing in one account, because the other ones are funded accounts, right? I don't care so much about the risk in the other accounts. Psychologically helps me big time, and financially also is very profitable. Take profit. I haven't seen it. Like, I'm gonna look into it. I think competition is going high, is going high enough for them, so we can have more advantages, like better conditions, cheaper capital, and so on. I heard Lilu will close your account if you doubled it. I heard that one of the traders here was saying a few weeks ago that Lilu will cap your upside. That's insane. Oh, you said it? Yeah. Forget about it. I figure. Yeah. I'm gonna try. I already have earned to trade. I'm gonna try you profit. So we came close to this overnight low. Oh, sorry, overnight high, and we're bouncing from there. Um, that's the normal continuation. That's actually, we did have some divergence here. Not very pronounced, if you will, but some divergence nevertheless. I'll show you. So 1052, 1058. Say 1058 is this one, right? 1058 is this one, and 1052 is right here. There you go. So here you have the divergence on the tick chart. Um, so it's not easy to spot because it's so close. So you have 1052 here and 1058 here. While this thing was making a new low, this thing was not. Okay. So what's the entry point right here? It's hard to say. I would say like around here, 45.50. And it's already gone, right? If we have a retracement, we could pay attention to it. But I was not looking for any long, though. I was not looking for any long. If you don't have NinjaTrader MB, you can use the company's license for NinjaTrader. You don't need to buy NinjaTrader. You only need to buy NinjaTrader if you trade with your personal account, like I am. I had to buy it, but even if you're trading with them, you can pay higher commissions. So you don't need to buy the platform, right? Um, I just got accustomed to it. Like I'm used to NinjaTrader. Right now, I'm not paying attention to the divergence to the downside because obviously this is going to hit a lower low on the tick chart. What I want right now is an exhaustion candle on the tick chart, like something around like 600, 700, right? And my supply to being, um, heat or touch. That's what I'm looking for right now. I did have this one, but damn, it came close to it as well. I think I'm not good today at choosing zones. My name is Franco Snake. Uh, the first time I don't even recall. Probably a few weeks. Probably a few weeks. Look, I've had funded accounts for more than a year now, so. But it usually can take me like, depending on the conditions, right? 3, 4 days if you size accordingly. So I do trade the evaluation process a lot different than my trading though. I do have a bigger size. No, no, the most that I've kept one is Apex, like 130 days. No, I've had funded accounts for a year, so I've been trading these funded accounts for more than a year. So I don't even remember the first time I passed one. I don't even remember which one was it. Was it an entry trade? I think it was an entry trade the first time. A bunch of resets though. Oh, really? They haven't changed anything? Wow. I heard they changed rules. I was watching because I think I don't know because I don't know why, but I think probably like few traders online, trades by Matt and Patrick Whelan, they use Top Step. That's probably why Top Step is so popular among traders. But gotcha. But I don't think it's a good company. You have no advantages. Like I understand if you want to learn, but after that, makes no point. Now, if you want to have a very cheap eval, Apex, right? And then you can keep the account 4 or 5 months, right? It's gonna cost you $500, but after 5 months, you can withdraw the entire amount. You'll keep the first, I think, 10 grand, and they will give you the entire 10 grand or 8 grand per account. And then after that, you can withdraw everything. MB, look, I don't like the long, to tell you the truth. I do not like the long. The dollar, well, the dollar broke through, but still haven't broken Friday's low. Sorry, Thursday's low during Asia. Okay, and that's a low of the midday for Thursday. So the dollar is still, yeah, even though it's dropping, but it's holding right there. It's not dropping through day's lows, so I'll be careful with that. So I would like the long if the dollar comes back up to 12,609. 12,609 on the dollar. That'll be a nice long. Even before, but that's ideally my area. The only thing I can say about the short is that we haven't had some follow through. It's a pretty slow move to the downside, right? So buyers are active right there. It's just a matter of seeing who's gonna win. I do have some affiliate links with H1, with Earn to Trade, Apex, but in reality, I don't really. I mean, I'm just doing this for the trading. I think it helps me. It helps me big time just being here. So I sincerely want to improve my trading, right? That's what I care about now. I do have some affiliate links if you want to buy Apex or Earn to Trade, H1, and so on. Have you ever tried H1? Um, I've been working with them for years now, but I had a comment in one of my videos that H1 suck. So I replied to the guy, look, why and which one do you think is better? But he never replied to my message. One thing that I like about H1, and look, if you buy H1, I will get like $20. I couldn't even care about that. So I've been using it because it has the Monte Carlo 4 simulator, right? That's the main reason I use H1, because the other ones they don't have that. They all give you the same statistics. They all give you the same thing, right? But if you have a login platform, which one is your favorite and why? Trader View, yeah, I bought it like a year ago or something just to see, but I think it's the same thing. All right, yeah. I mean, H1 is not perfect by any mean, but it has the forward simulation. It has a drawdown. I mean, it's pretty good. I don't think it's bad. I haven't found any like spectacular. I think I found one. I think there is from Spain. I'll tell you later. I'm gonna look on my email. But what the good part of that website is that you could import your trades in real time from Ninja. Like you link your account and immediately loads it into your platform, right? But I do think a good part of the process of being a good trader is logging your trades. And not until I started doing that, I became a good trader. I mean, when I start logging my trades in a more serious manner, like analyzing every single trade individually, right? And not like bring a bulk of trades and logging into the platform. That doesn't make sense. Like I don't have the H1 for that. I have the H1 like at my trading lab, right? Like, okay, all right, this is the laboratory. I'm gonna do some research on my trading. Ninja Trader one? No, what is that? Okay, new trade performance. Could be trade performance. I use it daily. I use it daily. If it's this one, is this one? Yeah, I use it daily, and I'll tell you, it suck. is really bad. It really sucks. Like if you have like my next trade will be four contracts, right? So this is the main problem with this trade performance, right? Is that you have four. Yes, 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 but it really is really bad. Like if I put here, right, sell limit, and I get filled randomly, not randomly. I think it has its pattern based on field price or probably field source, different channels within the exchange. I don't know, but sometimes it can show me four contracts, one trade, or one contract per trade, four trades. So the statistics gets messed up easily, right? It's hard. That's why I log in my trades manually. So back in the day when I used to trade, uh, take more trades, I used to like download the data from here to Trader Sync, and then Trader Sync will convert and will understand. I don't know how understand the data from Ninja, and then tells me. Well, it's not how. It's pretty easy to spot because if you have a field at the same second, it's just one trade, right? Um, so they organize the data, and I used to import it to H1 to analyze it, but it was a pain in the butt. So 11:20 almost. I'm gonna take a couple minutes here. Okay, I'm coming back. All right. It's good for me to take a few minutes off the charts so I don't get overwhelmed and I can like reset my focus ability. So MB, overnight high is still holding right there. Another divergence though. We did have a new low on the overnight low, or sorry, overnight high. I keep saying overnight low. It's the overnight high. Um, and the tick chart did not make any new low. So right now the long is might be there. Now I'm not looking for any divergence right now on the to the short side. Just looking for areas. I want to see the ADQD. So the ADQD does not look terrible for the short. Is on the upper side, but since if it doesn't start to retrace to the downside, the short is valid. Okay. All right, so I'm taking this. Let me see if we can have the retracement to the downside. There's no momentum to the upside either. The tick chart broke to the upside though. At this point, 11, 111 is gonna be the next one, but it's tested like 1, 2. New 15, new 15-minute. New 15-minute. Do you email me, Soccernatic? Okay. Talk to you later, though. Thanks, buddy. All right, there you go. Let me see. I haven't seen it. Thank you, MB. How was your day? You did okay on your account, right? Not so much in the funded, but okay. That's good. That's good, bud. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. So there you go. I'm gonna take this one. See if we can. All right. So we're in this thing. pretty low risk given the fact that the location is not good. It's pretty low risk. Yeah, the 3-minute and the 7-minute does not look good. Risk is pretty low. Very low number of contracts, and in this very narrow risk is like 10 points. So I'm okay if this one doesn't work. It's just very small risk. So one thing that I don't like about this trade is that the tick chart is hovering the zero line, right? Is not on the upper side of the chart. But it is what it is. I'm already in this thing. So 10 points will be, I think below this will be my 1-to-1. Did we have 1-to-1? Yes, we're having 1-to-1. I'm gonna move my stop to break even. Oh my god, they're gonna take me out so fast. But that's the rule, 1-to-1, and that's it, right? Buyers are showing up right there at the zero line. I'm out of it. Oh my god. I'm gonna go check my other accounts. Okay, they're fine. This thing works pretty good. Yeah, I took one short, break even. But I did miss the first touch here on the overnight high. Um, think it was this one. Where's the overnight high? This one. That would have been a nice long. Either here to nice long to the supply area. Let's see if we have some exhaustion here. But we have a divergence to the upside though. Pretty quiet this chat. Yeah, the market is very slow right now. It's good for the long. Nice. Green. All right, so so here's the thing: the dollar came back to the supply, and that was a very good long right there. What time was this? 10:20, 11:20. It's around here. Yeah. So I want to see if it's breaking to the downside. Yes. Minus 1% on the dollar. Wow. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for being so consistent with me here. Like I really do this because I want more accountability for me, right? I'm doing this for the real thing, which is becoming a good trader, not because I want to get views or followers, right? Obviously, that goes into my ego. I want more views and more followers, but that's just secondary. I do want to become a very good trader, though. Yeah, no, of course. Like I haven't. I just took one short. I stopped out break even, right? Um, I haven't taken any other trade today. It's painful because we've been here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's not easy. It's not easy to have the discipline to wait. So there's a combination of few things, right? So I learned on the online trading academy. For those who don't know, OTA is it's actually it's called online training academy, but it's actually a place where you go and you take classes. So they base or their all the trading in four formations, right? Price pattern. So this is the a drop. Let me do this with the arrows. Drop, base, rally, and a rally, base, rally. So this is one formation. This is the second formation, right? This is the bullish formations. Then the opposite is rally, base, drop, and drop, base, drop. So that's all they teach you there. Okay. So I had to figure myself how in like how to apply that in what context in the market, right? Because you have a bunch of formations. You have here drop, base, rally, right? But you also have it here drop, base, rally, but it didn't work, right? So I do have to put a story together so I can um, know where to trade from. So few things that I look at. Number one is location. So that's the most important thing for me. Location, right? So what does that location mean? So if you have this pivot, right, and we had a push to the downside, this pivot is gonna cause some retail traders to trade off of this pivot, right? Like we blew here, we came here, you see that? And then we retrace back down. So were those sellers strong enough to turn price down? No, they were turned into this area. Why? Because of um, sorry, because of the overnight high, right? So it's all a story that you put together, right? And for me, location is number one. Number two might be momentum, right? Where is the momentum to? Where is it going right now? Um, Number three, I need to have the right context with the dollar. The dollar is very important for me to see every time I'm trading. Number four, internals. What is the market internals telling me, right? Are they going in my direction or they are going against me? Do I have divergence? I don't have divergence, so it's a long story. Oh shit! Sorry about that, buddy. I don't know why this thing changes sometimes. I must have a hotkey. Let me see if it's this one. No, no. So did you get to see, the the formations that I said, like drop base rally, rally base rally, King Arthur? Okay, so let me just do it again. So these are the four formations, right? Drop, base, rally, rally, base, rally. These are the two formations to the long side. So an example of that is, it'll be this one, right? Drop, base, rally, base, rally, right? You see here? Drop, base, rally, base, rally. Okay, but that's all they teach you, right? That these formations are effective, but they're not. They are all over the chart. So you need to figure out the right context for the market, right? You need to see pivot, location, momentum, the dollar, internals, everything at the same time. So I put together a story and I say, all right, this location is good. This location is good for the dollar, and so on. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, but probably I'm gonna grow the channel a little bit. I'm gonna take this year, probably in December or January. I'll put a Discord together. Some of you guys have emailed me asking for that, so you can have discussions and so on. Um, or I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Um. So, answering to your question, Snake. I between my brother and I, we spent probably like 50K. Um, and it's not good at all. Like my experience is not very good. Like um general support and resistance is valid, but I do rely on these formations. Like I learned, and I think they work if you have the right context, right? Because they're all over the chart. Um, for instance, I don't think these formations will be valid because I do have to have a some sort of a retest on the zone. For instance, um, let me show you how I chose this one. This one, right? This one. This was a zone that I had for a few days here. So it's very messy, but you have all these. This is the rally. This is the period of a consolidation, then a drop. This is another consolidation area, right? And then a drop. But if you see here, you have few after we drop to the downside from this drop base drop, right? Which we did have here, but not in the same manner. You have a drop from here, some sort of basing candle, and then a drop. If you go to the 5 minutes, this might be one candle, or if you go to the 2 minutes, okay? I do have the 500 volume bar, which give me more like noise, and I want the noise because I pay attention to this. You see this retest candles right here? That's what validates my area, right? I want something that touches the area several times but not gets into it, but that this tells me that there's a bunch of orders right here, okay? UFOs, on-field orders. So if you see here, we came and immediately rejected to the downside, okay? Now we're back into the zone, right? I want to see, yeah, we do have, I could try this again. I could try this area again. I'll tell you why. I do have another divergence here. And the ADQD is back to the area. So let me give it a shot here. Let me see if I can put the order. Now I don't want to be. I don't want to overstretch this. I want to go for 3-to-1 max. It's gonna be just 3 contracts. So as of right now, I missed it. Since I missed it, I am not going to put the order. But if prices go back in, okay, I'm not gonna leave the order limit because tick chart is in the 0 line. Okay. Thank you, Snack. Thank you. What is freaking outrageous, Taurus? What I paid for the classes? that's probably what you put. Yeah. Look, I had the money. It's not that I financed it. Like we paid it up front between my brother and I, right? We were all in with trading. I'm not gonna say everything was bad. Like I met a lot of people. I met a few good people there. That I still have relationship with, like they're friend of mine. So I keep contact with them. They're very good. So if I wouldn't have gone there, probably never met them. Okay, so but the classes itself is not something that costs. I mean, what you pay for the value is not really good. Yes, yeah, I figured you. I figure. Um, um, yes. Here, George W. Style is my friend George. He how are you, man? How are you, buddy? He had the same experience as mine. So we met a lot of people. We met, we have good relationship out of what we paid. So traders, people that are interested in trading. But we're meeting here, right? As well for free. So we concur in this YouTube live stream, and you get to know people. Yeah, that's a very important point. That the expectations in trading is it has to be a priority for you, like having realistic expectations, because this is a very good story. But my brother and I just took the first class. Those are 7-day classes, 5-day classes, right? So we came out of like the first class, which is, I mean, it's BS, right? You don't learn anything, and we came out of that class thinking that we were making 100K, 200K for the rest of the year. That was probably September, and we had like 4 months for the year to end, and we were thinking like, all right, with this information, we're really gonna do well, but we didn't. Um, and Yeah, expectations are so important because they can keep you in the game, or they can get you out of the game real fast, because you will think that you will become a trader in 6 months. And I don't think it's impossible to become a trader in 6 months. It is possible, but you need guidance, you need help, you need a coach, like one-on-one coaching right next to you. Every trade, every time you're trading, every setup that you have, you need someone just watching you. And we didn't have that. I had to do it myself. And that takes time and experience. You cannot buy experience. You have to go through the process to have the experience. So expectations, if you have some expectations and you don't meet them, you're gonna get depressed because you thought one thing, and another thing happened to you. %90, no, like 80% of traders just give up after 3 months. uh, those 20%, like 80% of those 20% left after 3 months, they bail out after 2 years. So you get to keep the 10% of the 20%, right? That's less than 5% of the entire population that start trading that stay over 2 years. So if you manage to keep up for 5 years, you are probably part of the 1%, right? It is pretty normal, Kim Arthur. Um, it took look, to become profitable, consistently profitable. That's what you want, right? Consistency. It took me 4 years, between 4 and 4.5 years, give or take, right? And but right now, knowing what I know, I think I could redo it in 1 year. Okay, if I were to start again with no help, because I know certain things, right? But becoming a trader in few months without any help. For instance, I gave this example on Saturday on the live stream. S&B Capital, they hire traders, right? So I actually looked into this. Um, they sell you a program, probably like 3-4 grand, right? So you do the class. If you are profitable for 6 months, you go to them and you tell them, look, I took your class, I'm trading these stocks and I'm being profitable. Can you give me the opportunity? And then you apply for a job with them, right? When you apply for a job with them is when they set the expectations, or they really train you to become a big trader, meaning 6 figures, 7-figure traders, right? But how they do it, they train the person right there, right? So you have 101 coaching. Um, if you don't have that, it's gonna take more time. But if you know it's gonna take you more time, so you get prepared, right? You get prepared. You don't get so anxious. You minimize your revenge trading, because the revenge trading is the fear showing up because you're not able to make money. Is the fear of you. I'm gonna give up, right? So I'm fearful. I'm gonna fight the market, because when you're fearful, when you're more fearful, you try to fight more, right? That's the way this works. If someone break into your house, are you gonna let them do whatever they want to your family? You don't, right? But you're inside. You're very fearful because someone is breaking into your house, but you want to fight them. This is the same example with the market. You lose a trade, you don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of uncertainty because you don't know if you're able to win a trade in the future, right? So you fight, and then you revenge trade. I have withdraw a lot of money from um funded accounts. Um, well, I did have a lot of savings, and I have made money in trading as well. Like, it's not zero. But doubting yourself, look. I know doubting yourself is so common, but you go and you got to do this. You come here, you open up this, right? If you have it, right? And you go here and you see, oh, look, these are my numbers, right? After 800 trades. These are my numbers. I am profitable. Okay? If you don't have this, it's easy to doubt yourself. So you need to have numbers. You need to have data. So you're not gonna become a profitable trader or a professional trader if you don't know your data. You need to know your numbers. Why? Because if I lose a trade, my next trade is gonna be completely random. That means that luck is involved in the trade. In the short term, meaning in one single trade, luck is present. If you're not lucky, you're not gonna win that trade. And is a little bit of a paradox, right? Because are you gonna base your life, your entire financial future in something that is pure luck? Well, I'll tell you that if you see the picture in one single trade, then yes, it's purely luck. But if you see a universe of trades, right? Because of the law of large number, you will have your number sooner or later, right? And I'll give you one example that is very easy to spot. If you flip a coin 10 times, you can have a head or a tail, right? Sometimes if you flip it 10 times, you might have eight tails, right? Is that very likely? Is that the probability? That's not the probability, because you have two sides, right? It's 50%. But sometimes you can flip it 10 times and have 8 tails, right? Whereas if you flip the coins 1,000 times, 10,000 times, it's going to approach to 50%, right? That's the same thing that happens on trading. If you have your numbers for X amount of trades, I would say minimum 100 trades, right? Not less than 100. Mark Douglas says 20 trades. For me, that's too small of a universe. For me, it's 100 trades or more. And I know that I am profitable 41% of the trades that I take, right? Those 41% of the trades that I take are going to pay me every trade at least 3 times what I risk. So that's my edge, right? But I know that 59% of the time I lose the trade. So I actually lose more trades than I win. But when I win 2, 3, 4 times. That's the only way I'm able to stay calm when I lose a trade. And sometimes I need to apply some methods, right? Because I can't even doubt those numbers, because psychology is too strong in trading, because you need to be sure that you're going to make it as a trader. But the more you are worried, right, on the money, the less you will make it, right? Because you need to focus on the process so you can improve that 41%. For me, is that right now. I got 41%, I want 45% or 50%, right? If I get to 50%, make it 3, 4 to 1, then I will make a lot more money. Okay, but it's a process. It's the growth mindset that we were talking about on Saturday. You need the growth mindset in trading. It's not that you will become a okay trader. This is a game of you make it or you don't, right? And those who make it are really professionals. This is a professional sport, like, right? This is very similar to a professional sport. You either make it. It's not like you have make it, right? Oh no, you're like a professional. You're in the NBA, but you're like an okay player, right? No. If you're in the NBA, it's because you're really good. Okay, so that's the how I see trading. I use Edgewonk. I know some of you don't like it. I do really love H1, but it's very personal. I mean, you can go to other traders online and they will say, "Oh, this is an easy setup, like very evident setup. This is an evident setup, right?" And I don't see anything like obvious in trading. Mm. What software do you use? Because here, the I actually have a bless you. I actually have a smaller win rate. Let me see where it is. I think I closed it. Actually, I think I have a smaller win rate, but that's between my loser and my winners. So I don't take into account the break evens. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. So, um, if it works for you, just take out the break evens and see the universe of trades that make you money against those that lose money. Break evens in reality is just a break even trade. Now, my goal is to minimize the break even trades, so that's why I track them. So you probably make a lot of good trades that if you take out the break evens, you probably have a better win rate. So 127 is working pretty nicely right here. So what do you think is a good video? Like more like psychology or more like trading like trading system? Yeah, I wanted to take it. But I was distracted here. That's fine. Like it's just one trade. If it gets to the target, then I'll be a little bit like mad at me. But if it doesn't get to the target, I'll be fine because during this drop, I wouldn't have done anything. So it has to get to the target for me to be like, damn, I didn't take the trade. So I hear you guys. What do you think is a good video for me to make this week? Trading psychology or more like how do I trade technically? Yeah, last Saturday, I did a trader psychology live stream with few of you guys. We were like 11 or 12, not many, but um, I do have some techniques that I use every day. How do I trade pre-market? No trades in the pre-market. No trades in the pre-market. Yeah, I do regular trading hours. And Taurus, you're totally right. Psychology is something that will always be important for you to, keep learning. Now, if you don't have an edge over the market, you can have the best psychology of the world. You won't make money because you need an edge. You need a plan that is profitable. If I were to start again, number one for me would be getting the edge down. Try whatever I need to try until I have the edge down. Proven edge. 100 trades, 50% made money, 40% made money, and those that made money gave me more than those who lost those trades that lost money. Okay, so that's the edge. After that, you can work on your psychology, but first, for me, it's futile to work on the psychology if you don't have an edge, because you will be trying to hold on to one thing that is not profitable, right? Yeah, silver method works like this. I sit down in a chair that I have here, close my eyes, count from 100 to 0 or 50 to 0, depending on the time that you have. And every time you deviate from that countdown, you get back to the countdown. That is, in effect, the work that you're doing. If one thought come into your mind, you come back to the number. So that's the work, right? And then some visualization exercises that he teaches you, right? I've been doing that for 1 year, 2 years. I think more than 2 years. It's pretty good. That's what I'm saying. Mark Douglas says this in his book. If you don't have an edge, how are you going to work in your psychology? So if you don't have an edge, I would say you can develop an edge, even sim trading or just one micro, right? One micro. You invest $2,000, one micro. If you blow that account, then you put 1,000 more and you try to develop an edge. But if you don't develop an edge, if you don't have a trading plan that is profitable, what's the psychology for? There's no way to keep a psychology if you are not profitable. Yes, look, I don't use EMAs, but I acknowledge people that uses EMAs, they can be profitable, right? They don't work for me. They don't work for my psychology. But if you have EMAs and it works for you, then fine. Uses whatever it works for you. Cool. Yeah. There's a point in your trading career that like reason step over whatever previous behaviors you had, right? There's one point that you say, all right, well, what am I doing? Like, this is stupid, right? This is stupid shit. Now, those stupid shit decisions I made and I make them time to time. Now, the important part is that they don't cost you too much money, right? Because mistakes are gonna be there, errors. You're gonna make mistakes, but the important part is that they don't cost you too much money, right? They don't skew your trading plan, your trading system. They're just part of your statistical error, right? Sorry, statistical error. No, they're part of your mistakes. They're gonna be there. So as if you become a better trader, less mistakes you will make. But that takes time and practice and work. I do probably 3 or 4. No, I would say 2 or 3 trades a day, right? I missed this one. I had some orders here. They never got filled. Went to target. I did have this one. Was distracted talking to you guys. never take them. Never took it. Sorry. And I did have one long setup right here, but I was not planning to take it. That's my day. But the good part is that I'm not desperate to take a trade, especially now after 1220, right? Volatility came down drastically. There are less and less opportunity for me to take. But I can make money tomorrow, or I can make money Wednesday. Even if I lose money tomorrow, I can make money Wednesday. And that's proven, right? So I'm not desperate to take any trade. And for that, I learned that from here. This is Jared's book. Let me see if I have it here. It's marked out because I think it's very important. Well, desperation. I think desperation is the best part of the book, because the majority of traders just fall into the desperation stage, and it's pretty hard to get out of it. Like, you need help. If you're desperate, if you didn't make money and you're desperate to make money today, you need help, external help. Even one family member, a friend, or a therapist, or someone that takes you, that gets you out of that hole. Yeah, look, I did have opportunity. I have opportunities every day. I don't care. Like I said here, I know Snake is a regular. King Arthur, sometimes I see you here, but you're not very consistent talking, right? But I always say this. I'm not worried about $200 or $700 that I'm gonna make today. I'm going for the big buck, right? I'm worrying for me in a year or 2 years, risking the $5,000 to make 30 grand, right? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to become better. Okay? Yes, if I miss a trade, I will be like, damn, I missed it, right? But for me is now getting better so I can go for the big buck in the future, right? 2, 5 years, 1 year, 6 months, slowly, right? So if you haven't bought this book, I will give you a a link here. Let me see if I can give you a link. I think it's one of the best. They plug your computer off, man. They just pull the plug. If they see you autofill every 2 seconds, that's probably not a good trading, right? You can ask your wife or your partner or your friend right next to you, look, if you see me doing crazy shit, please just unplug my computer. I will be mad at you at the moment, but when everything cools down later after a few hours, I'll be grateful that I saved the account. That's why I think accountability is very important. Like, actually, accountability is number one. Yes, because sometimes when you get desperate, you're not in control. The architecture of your brain works in a way that when you are emotional, that emotional brain takes over your thinking brain, right? I'm not an expert in this, but I've studied a lot about this regarding trading, right? So your architecture in your brain, the brain's architecture is designed to give priority to the emotional part when you are really emotional, right? So if you are emotional, trading revenge trading, and you're hurt emotionally because you lost the trade, it's hard for you to think. You have a narrow vision right there. You want to get back that money now, right? And the market just is going to charge you more. It's going to tax you big time because the market just do its thing, right? And it's hard for you to make good decisions when you are emotional, right? That's why uh, that's why a person right next to you is very helpful if that person has the authority, because this is very important. You have to give them the authority before you start trading, right? Look, this is my trading. If you see me putting crappy trades or you see me desperate, it's easy to spot a desperate trader. It's not hard, right? It's not hard. So if you see me desperate, so I give you the authority to unplug my computer or close my Ninja or do whatever you need to do, okay? And you will be mad. You'll be like, damn, I need to recover that $1,000. But I'll tell you, if you lost $1,000 in any level of trading, right? If you are here in the US, you lost $1,000, it'll be painful, but you will recover, right? $1,000 is recoverable, right? From any person here in the US, I'm saying. Okay, it's probably will be hard for you to recover emotionally, but financially is not the end of the world. Okay. I know, and I have it, but you can override that very easily. You get back to the thing and you override that. So I don't now Ninja Trader has a very cool feature. If I lose $800 and 1 cent after I have a realized P&L, they will close out my account till tomorrow, right? But Rhythmic does not have that. They will let you keep trading if you override that, if you go to the Rhythmic and you change. So one thing that I'm thinking here is, all right, so you give that password to the person that you're accountant to, and they have that password and you don't have the password. So when you reach the limit, you're not allowed to keep trading, and you cannot go to Rhythmic and change that. That's one thing. So here's one thing that I think you need to this is the link for Jared Tendler's book, The Mental Game of Trading. I think he has a pretty cool tools there so you can improve your trading. Yeah, accountability and expectations. George is pretty, yeah. I know, I understand, but like a drug addict, you can't say one more. I'll give you one more shot. That's when you are really desperate. And I've been there. I don't have to hide anything. I've been there. I have been there. So, if you're really desperate, you will do it, right? Because your objective, like I said, you're very emotional, and the emotional brain will empower will be more powerful than the rational brain. All right, so I think that's it for me today. Just one trade, break even. One trade on Friday, break even. I would probably revise my trading. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thanks, King Arthur. Um, I do think I deserve more views, but don't worry. I don't care. Like, it's working for me. It's working for me. I'm being calm and trading pretty well, so I'm happy with it. Before I go, trader, sorry, Taurus. Let me see if I can find this book. There we go. All right. If you are really desperate, and you really want to do a long-lasting change, and you're willing to sacrifice and do the right decision, this book tells you it's called Dopamine Nation by Anna Lemke. She is a professor out of Stanford. She has a lab. So she tells you that if you're a drug addict or you have something, right, like some sort of addiction, and I'll tell you, being desperate is an addiction. Chemically to your body chemicals when you're desperate, and also to the behavior, right? So if you really want to make a long-lasting change, she recommends 30 days off from the routine. Meaning, if you're a trader that is getting desperate frequently, taking 30 days off will make a long-lasting change and a good approach when you come back. Okay? 30 days. Yeah, 30. The first 15 days are going to be tough, but the second 15 days are going to pass real quick. I didn't do it because I was desperate, but I was able to work smart. So what I did is I went for a long period of time, like I'm talking about 3 months, to sim trading. Right? I closed out my accounts. I stopped trading funded accounts. I went to sim trading. Okay, that sim trading is quote unquote not the same sensations, but it was not the. I mean, I didn't do what she said. I read this book after I was better in my behavior as a trader. So I didn't have this book when I was so desperate. And I'll tell you when this book came out. 2021. Yeah, this is 2021. Copyright 2021 by Anna Lemke. But she says, yes, if you have some sort of addiction, and if you are a desperate trader, you have an addiction. You might have an addiction of the chemicals that you produce when you are in that rush, that emotional thing, when the market is doing one thing and then you're trying, and then it's like a casino, right? You want to try, and I want to try it, and I think it's gonna work, and it doesn't work, and then it comes, boom, you get desperate. I need to recover those $500, right? I give you a link too, so I can make 20 cents. Anna Lemke is about dopamine. So for dopamine, I do have two spectacular books that will blow your mind. How your body works, how your body works. I took 30 days off to not think about marketing and single and then 30 days I took totally revised the way I'm this. Yes, so that's the thing. If you take 30 days off on the next 30 days or few weeks, you don't come back like, all right, I'm going to put 10 minutes in this trade right now after 30 days off. So you come back, you reevaluate your trading, you rewrite your plan. You have an edge, right? That's because you have an edge, right? But you were not able to trade it correctly, right? So you reevaluate your plan and so on, and you come back slowly. The market has been open for 100 years. It's not gonna close out tomorrow. Oh, that's good. Well, that's good. I do something similar when I'm scared, when I'm feeling anxious before I'm taking a trade. I don't take the trade and I put my hands off the mouse because if I don't touch the mouse, the computer is not gonna trade for me, right? So it's similar to that now. You try to do uh things for long, and I think it's a good approach, like having lasting process, like long process to transform yourself. All right, guys. I think it was a non-productive session regarding my trading, but it was a very productive session regarding this conversation that we're having. And don't you think that I just do it for yourself? I do it for myself too. I think it's good that I share with you and I reinforce those concepts, right? All the time. Thank you for being here, and see you guys tomorrow on the pre-market. If you guys can come to the pre-market, that's a pretty good analysis that I do. All right. See you guys. Bye.